Yeah,
whenever you're ready.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go right into the swearing in. Gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
we're going to go right into the swearing in, all right?
Okay.
All right, you have nothing first, right?
No. I mean, I have something on the agenda for them, but the first thing up is for the swearing.
Yep. Okay. All right, good evening, everybody. Aha. So tonight's a special night. We're actually swearing in, I believe, 11 tonight, 11 H-Cops. All right, and H-Cops are a very special part of Hackensack, and we appreciate the fact that you guys have taken the time to go through whatever you needed to get here, and we're looking forward to you working with us here in Hackensack, and also curious to see where you go from here. First up is Christian Anton. If you'd come up with your whoever you have with you, if you have anybody. Okay. Whoever's going to hold the Bible. So after we swear all 11 in, we're going to have everybody come up on the dais and we'll take a picture of everybody at one time. Plus, you're welcome to take pictures during the ceremony. All right, you hold that. Okay. Raise your right hand, put your left hand on the Bible, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Christian Anton,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. First things first. Right there. So stay close. We're going to do pictures.
Okay.
We'll bring up the next officer. Jorge, this is a tough one. Cargiatango? Was I close, Jorge? Close. All right, good.
Congratulations.
You going to hold the Bible, sir? Okay. Put your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jorge Carvetango,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in the states
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. They'll fill that in later.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Next up, Joseph Chavaria.
Congratulations.
How are you tonight? Good. Good. Have the Bible. Please put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Joseph Chavaria,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of special law enforcement officer,
of special law enforcement officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Whoops, right there. Okay, thank you, sir. Angela Gonzalez. How are you? Good. Good. Nervous? Nah, don't be nervous. Please put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Angela Gonzalez,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
to
established
the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Best of luck to you. Thank you. Miss, you have to sign. I think we're almost halfway through. Thank you. Okay. Hemike Graves.
Congratulations.
Mr. Graves, is the J silent or it's Jamike? Jamike. Jamike, okay. Gotcha. Sorry about that. Okay. You going to hold the Bible, sir? Okay. Please put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jimmy Graves,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
and on the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you, sir. Okay. Next up is Samuel Hall. Oh, that's fine. Yep. Okay. Your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Samuel Hall,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state, authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Adrian Paulino.
Congratulations.
How are you this evening? Got to hold the Bible. Please put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Adrian Paulino,
do solemnly,
to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
and all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Best of luck. Thank you. Okay, you're going to sign right there, Adrian. Thank you. Tanya Ramos. Okay. Yes, Mr. McCracken is our HCOP chaplain, and it's great to have him here tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you, Don. So you're going to repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Tanya Ramos,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United
in
States
the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Best of luck. Here you go. Thank you. Okay. Chris Ferrison Santos. Chris Ferrison? How are you this evening? Good. Please put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Christopher Santos,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United States
of the United States
and in this state
and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
justly perform
all the duties
of the duty
of Special Law Enforcement Officer.
Special Law Enforcement,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Good luck, Mother. Thank you. Robert Vigiano.
Congratulations.
Here you go, miss. Good evening. How are you? Don't be nervous.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. So please repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Robert Vigiano,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the constitutions
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Great job. Thanks. You got to sign. Rob?
That's right.
Yep.
I only like that 10 times in front of me.
Last but not least, Stephen Yoon.
Congratulations.
Hey, crew. Hey, guys. Got the whole crew. Love it. You going to hold this for Dad? Okay. Okay. Hold it up high. Left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Stephen Yoon,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United
in
States
the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
of Special Law Enforcement Officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. We did it. There we go. So we just swore in 11 new, what we call H cops, okay? So they have been, how long have we had H cops? So since 1997, we've been bringing H cops. How many H cops? This is Dean Mattown. He heads the H cops. 35 active, but we probably have had several hundred come through. 1,000 or more come through here, and it's a great benefit to the city, and it's great benefit to the people performing the duties, because they can move on into law enforcement from here if they choose. They get to learn a lot of great things while they're helping out here in Hackensack, and we really do appreciate it, and they really come in handy for us, believe me. Yes, the chief of police started out as an H-cop in Hackensack, so yeah, we're proud to say that. So if all you guys want to...
So did I, Mayor.
Oh, that's right. She was an H-cop, our clerk, our city clerk. So we're going to bring all the candidates that we just swore in back up. We're going to take a quick picture up here. So all the families, if you want to take a picture, you can gather up here like the paparazzi and take a picture. Good? Good.
No, wait.
Awesome.
One more.
Okay. Yes. And just so you all know, the acronym HCOP, who knows what it stands for out there? Anybody know? It stands for Hackensack Citizen Officer Partnership. That's what we came up with HCOP. That was, who made that up, Dean?
The former chief.
Former chief, okay. So HCOP, Hackensack Citizens Officer Partnership. So it actually describes exactly what's happening here. So with that, guys, we wish you the best of luck. Looking forward to seeing you guys, and girls, sorry, out there performing your duties as H-Cops, and hopefully you move on from there and move up to, you know, whether you go into law enforcement or whatever you go into, this is gonna be a big help for you, all right? So thank you, guys, appreciate it.
And thank you for your service. We really appreciate
So
it.
we're gonna take like a 2-minute break, so you guys, there's no need to stay for the whole council meeting, obviously. So you guys are welcome to clear out, you're welcome to stay. It's up to you guys. Thanks. So did your brother live on Summit at one time?
Yes.
So
My
was,
mom and I,
right,
my grandmother and my mother, and he took over.
uh-huh,
So, right up to the
all the way down by Coles, down that way.
25 years.
Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
My grandmother was a special police officer.
Really? Jerry was one of the last special officers, specials, right? Weren't that many, so Jerry was a special bounty unit? When he was, yeah, his mother was a special police officer.
Yeah, it was the last name. My grandmother, Donis, Betty Donis. Little, 5 foot tall,
It's like my wife, his wife was short too.
so I think she started in the 40s or 50s.
Yeah. So, quick question, so we know your brother's affiliation with Billy Joel,
Yeah.
but I'm getting rumors that Billy Joel actually spent, not a lot of time, but was in Hackensack a few times. Do you know anything about that?
He wasn't,
No?
he wasn't,
No?
no.
See?
And I
Get
don't
these
know,
rumors out there.
I don't know where the line came from, who needs a house?
Well, you know what? At first it sounds derogatory, but when you really think about what he's saying, who needs a house out in Hackensack? Yeah, it's expensive to live there, basically, is what they're saying.
I love Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
And I want to move back because it's my hometown.
Yeah, mm-hmm,
Rents are cheap in Phoenix, but
yeah, rents are high here. They're gonna be going up in here. Okay. So let's continue. So that was nice, swearing in that 2025 HCOP class. That's the most we've had in a long time. Manny, you're up. We're up to the speed limit for Johnson Avenue.
Yes. There was an evaluation that was done regarding the speed evaluation on Johnson Avenue, which is currently 35 miles per hour. there was a request made by some of the business owners in that area to lower the speed limit to 25 because they were having some issues with some accidents that were happening, cars getting sideswiped. They also had requested to have parking spaces put on the street. The county did the evaluation, and it came back that they recommended to lower the speed limit to 30 miles per hour, not 25, but at least 5 miles slower. There is still more discussion regarding the 4 or 5 parking spaces that could potentially be put there. But that is in a nutshell regarding that particular ordinance. Number 3 is on tonight, there's an ordinance to amend the recreation fees for rental of the M&M rooms to nonprofits, civic and city-based organizations at a discounted price. We needed to adjust the structure and the specific details regarding what type of organization would be renting some of our vast facilities we have down at our recreation center. So this addresses that and gives, some discounted rates to Hackensack-based organizations and nonprofits. Others, there's a different price for it, but this was to clean that up a little bit because there were some discrepancies in there regarding those fees. Lastly, I will call up our city engineer, Chris Wheaton, to give her combined sewer and construction projects update.
Okay.
Evening, everybody.
Evening.
Our projects are somewhat winding down since it's, the season has changed, so there's a little bit less going on. And certainly it's been the holiday period, so we've been a little bit stagnant for a couple of weeks. But we have issued a notice to bidders, and we are currently bidding of the Fashini Park fields improvements for fields 8, 9, and 10, and that's the one major change since our last meeting. Jumping into our sewer and construction projects, again, this is an overview of our combined sewer separation projects, which are separating our stormwater out of our sanitary sewers. And the addition to this map of late is the light blue, which is the West of Rail project, which is pending for 2025. And we're just waiting to confirm the funding source for this before we prepare the bid documents. That's about it. The current project for sewer separation is the Anderson Street drainage area. As I just indicated, this project has been on vacation for the holidays. But then we will be getting back underway next week. We anticipated starting this week, but there were some supply chain issues with the box culvert supplier. So we'll be starting next week. And there's just about 140 feet of large box culvert stormwater pipe to be installed on Stanley Place. And then we will commence and complete the restoration of Stanley Place and Railroad Ave. Again, restoration has been proceeding and will be completed upon the final storm pipe installation. Another project that's presently active is the generator installation for East Kennedy Pump Station. The generator is shipping presently. It's arriving tomorrow. And so we will start the installation of the generator and connection tomorrow for East Kennedy. Just a quick insertion here. We are also pursuing and performing an unplanned, unscheduled pipe repair project for Jefferson Street. There were 3 recent failures in the area, and when we performed CCTV internal inspection, found long longitudinal cracks in this pipe. So we are lining cured in place pipe method of about 1,200 feet of pipe in Jefferson Street. And there will also be about 65 new feet of 10-inch pipe, 2 new manholes, and this work will be starting next Monday. We were talking about the Kennedy Pump Station, and so we are currently planning some improvements here. It's not an active construction project yet, but just to alert you to this stormwater facility is in need of repairs. It's a 50 MGD facility, has 3 25 million gallon per day pumps and large outflows. There's 2 influent pipes to this facility that each are treated with a mechanical bar screen prior to entering the pump station. And the wet well is small, meaning the pumps cycle, they're very large pumps, and so they pump out that wet well really quick. So there's a lot of cycling of those pumps, and that's something that can factor into the wear of the pumps. The facility was constructed in the early 80s, the pump station facility, and then the bar screens were added about 25 years ago in the early 2000s. And just a few shots of the equipment at Kennedy Pump Station. On the left is the mechanical bar screen facility, and then the rakes that remove the debris. So there are screens, and then these rakes run up those screens and remove trash and debris that comes in with the stormwater into the pump, into the screening facility. And then a couple pictures of the pumps and a picture of the outfall piping. And the pump replacement that's planned is to replace 2 of the 25 MGD pumps, and then also to install 2 cycling centrifugal pumps or jockey pumps for the lighter weather conditions, lighter inflow events, so that those large pumps don't need to cycle on and off so frequently. There'll be new pump controls and then other facility improvements to replace the worn rakes on the bar screens, possibly some other improvements to the screening equipment, construct a crossover connection for the inlet piping. Right now, there's 2 mechanical screens that are each on an independent inflow line. We want to combine that piping so that you have the ability to even out the flow, even if one screen is in a cleaning cycle or is in need of repair, that you can easily maintain flow from both those influent pipes to the pump station and then to the river. And then we plan to install a flexible check valve on the wet well discharge to provide emergency outflow capability if there is a high water level, and then miscellaneous building improvements as well.
If I can, Chris, while we're still on this.
Sure.
Have we received a new generator yet?
The generator was on the previous slide. It's going to be installed tomorrow. It's arriving
So
on
it's
site
here.
tomorrow.
It's arriving tomorrow, so we haven't received it yet?
We have not received it. The crane is coming, and it's going to be offloaded tomorrow and set in place.
So hopefully it will be installed, let's say, sometime this week for sure.
I don't have the exact schedule on the connection and startup, but it should be a relatively quick process. I think most of the.
And for the other improvements, where are we in the process? Do we have a plan in the schedule? Do you have ideas? Do we have a plan in the schedule for the other?
We're working through the facility evaluation, and we're also working through procurement and funding options with finance office in terms of the best ways to procure the equipment in a timely fashion. So we are actively evaluating the facility, meeting with vendors, and our engineers are preparing design documents.
I mean, you could see, the rust on these rakes and the fact that pieces are broken. I mean,
Yes.
I would think we could, if we could prioritize some of these things that would not be as expensive, that could be done rather quickly,
Yes,
that should be a very important part of this, so we prevent some of the flooding that we're seeing there.
certainly, yes. And those rakes and screens are a project that is planned and that has been planned.
I'm just saying we
As
should
a-
prioritize things that we know we could get done quicker, so we put them while we're waiting for other things. And that was something that really seems to be a key component to some of the issues they're having down there. So I would hope we would at least look at some of these things, and when we come up with this schedule, we take that, that's all I'm asking, is that we take that stuff into consideration when we're doing this. Now, there was, I think O'Brien was supposed to meet with one of the, someone that owns a few of the buildings down there. Do you know if that's happened?
With somebody, excuse me, he's going to meet with,
With one of the owners of some of the buildings down there that's had some issues. Do you know if he's met with them?
I don't recall of late.
All right, maybe if you just let me know, you follow
Sure.
up with Ryan and see if he in fact had that meeting, because
Yep.
we've been talking about this for over a month, so
Yes.
I'm hoping that that takes place, because talking to the people there that are living with us, have probably the best way to communicate what the real issues are and what they think the real issues are, and at least share some of that information. So I think that's really important, that we go down there and talk and listen to them. I spent a couple of hours down there with them, but I think that project management needs to do the same.
Certainly, thank you.
Kathy, you are related to the building in Johnson Avenue?
I'm talking about Kennedy now.
Oh, they got a meeting today by the building in Johnson Avenue.
This is downtown, this is the Kennedy Street Pump Station, and we're having that flooding still down there. Hudson and Kennedy, that whole area, that continues to flood, and we know that there's issues with that pump station. And I'm just saying, some of those issues, I think, need to be prioritized so that we can handle some of those issues as quickly as possible.
I agree.
And one of the things was, again, I did meet with folks down there, and I think, I talked to Brian about a meeting, and I think it would be real worthwhile to make sure that happens, or happened. And he told me it was going to happen, so it may have happened, it may just not have spoken to you about it.
It probably did, yes, we may not have
I'd just like to
disconnected
know
on that
that
fact.
we
so
close the loop on that, because I promised the folks there that that would happen.
I'll follow up.
Okay.
And just a quick update on our hazard mitigation project in the southern portion of Hackensack. We did just receive the funding letter from FEMA that they have approved the funding for the detailed design phase for the pump station and the interceptor sewers. And as we had kind of highlighted the last meeting, we're expecting to make a detailed presentation to the council on this project and the various phases that will be involved at an upcoming council meeting, maybe later this month or in February.
Okay.
Construction status for parks, the Polyfly Park drainage project. We now have as I've mentioned, we've been waiting for public service to relocate their gas line so that we can complete the connection across Polyfly Ave from the park to the drain pipe on the east side of the street. So that work is now scheduled. The relocation of that gas main is scheduled for Thursday this week, and then we will shortly thereafter complete the tie-in of this pipe and complete this project. Again, all these schedules at this point in time are weather dependent. Another park project is our Johnson Park Sports Complex. We are anticipating notice to proceed on this project later this week. There's still a second contract for the site work that will be bidding later this month.
I got a question.
Yes,
We award the contract to that company, APS, December 10th, right?
yes.
That company receive anything in writing from you or the architects that they already got that contract? They got anything in writing, they receive anything, and that way they can start rolling?
I would have to check with procurement on that.
I know, they don't receive anything,
Okay.
okay? So if they don't receive anything from the city, there's no way they can start dealing with the subcontractors, and that way they can mobilize the equipment or the parts or whatever. When that gonna happen? It's already the 7th of January.
It's, as I say, we anticipate that the documents will be together and prepared by the end of this week.
What are the documents, Chris?
So there's the final agreement and contract. The bid documents are prepared with
Who is preparing?
the architect, HQW.
And he said that you got the ball.
So the bid documents, I'm sorry?
He said that you are supposed to approve something and then they gotta go back to him.
I'm sorry,
That's what he says.
I'm sorry, I wasn't part of that conversation. So where we are with the documents is, the AIA has to issue final documents. They have been modified, so there's a process to go through that the architect is going through to get those documents finalized for issue to the contractor. So I've been waiting for that final agreement and contract for
So you're-
couple
you're
weeks
waiting-
now.
You're waiting, in other words, you're waiting for HQW to get back to you,
yes,
one of them?
yes, correct.
Okay. Because they're saying that they're waiting on you.
Exactly.
I wish I
Let's get that figured out tomorrow, like first thing, so we can move forward, find out where it lies and let's move it forward.
Okay.
Another park project is Fashini Park Fields 8, 9, and 10. As I indicated earlier, we are out to bid with this project, and bids are expected, the bid opening will be January 30th. This project will include new turf fields for these 3 fields, underfield drainage, some batting and pitching tunnels, as well as bleachers and sports lighting. In roads and traffic, we have our Prospect Ave pedestrian safety project. We are awaiting the electrification from PS, Public Service, on the new crossing signal that has been installed, and I'm waiting for a schedule update on this from the contractor. And so that concludes our projects update. Just a reminder to the public to help keep our sewer system healthy and performing properly. Don't flush wipes, baby wipes, any kind of wipes, or paper towels, or anything that's not toilet paper or human waste down the toilet. Any questions, comments?
Questions? Did the engineer from Neglia come back? I know he was talking about shaving back that one side. Has he gotten back to you with any information on that?
I do not have an update on that, Mayor.
All right, because I'm looking at it and I'm wondering if that's going to work for us. I really think we need to stay to that northbound side. And I noticed today when I was making a left onto Atlantic from Prospect, I'm sitting there making a left and I'm actually in the crosswalk as a vehicle. So, I don't know how that's going to work with people who are trying to cross. Like, traffic is queued up. I'm sitting there waiting to make a left, right? I'm sitting on the crosswalk. That's going to eliminate anybody's chance. In my opinion, the crosswalk should have been on the southbound side, because that's where people can make the right turn. It's not going to queue up because you're getting off of the road. I don't know, I don't, the flow
Yeah.
just doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
So I'd like to even have another meeting with them there to see why they did
Sure.
it that way.
Yeah,
Because the crosswalk is right. If you're making a left, you're in the crosswalk.
I'd have to defer to our design professionals on that, on that design. I
Give
didn't
them a
have,
call and tell them, I'll meet them again.
sure,
right.
I will, Mayor.
Thanks.
Yeah, I didn't have an opportunity to review
Yep.
that project. That was in the works, in the
I'm sure I'm
pipeline.
aware of that too, Chris.
Sure, thank you,
All right, thank you, Chris.
thank you.
Okay. Motion to open to the public for this session.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed? Anybody from the public who would like to get up and speak, please come forward, give your name to the clerk, and you will have 3 minutes.
Good evening, Marty Smith, Prospect Avenue. Happy and healthy New Year to you all.
Same to you, sir.
Our advisory board is happy to see that speed limits are being brought down on certain streets in Hackensack. Not enough to our satisfaction, but we'll settle for one street at a time. I'm wondering, the city, not too long ago, refused to lower the speed limit on Summit Avenue between Passaic and Spring Valley Road. I'm wondering if the council has any plans on installing crosswalks on 8 intersections between those 2 points that do not currently have crosswalks.
I don't know, there's not any direct plans on that particular area. I know there's discussions of a pedestrian safety program to be put into effect throughout the city to try to increase the amount of crosswalks we have. One of our concerns is, Summit's a busy street, you know that, right? And we've had this conversation before, that mid-block crosswalks can be very dangerous. They can also help.
Well, people have to have some place to cross safely.
I understand, but some people don't want to, Mr. Smith, what I could tell you, if a crosswalk is 200 yards away from each other, people will walk at the 100-yard mark in between and cross the street. That's what I'm seeing everywhere I go.
I've seen it also.
I see more jaywalking where I work at Hackensack University Medical Center. One day, I could retire at $1 a person. I'll put it that way.
Okay,
Because there's thousands of people that just walk wherever they want to on the streets. That's
granted.
something that's tough to deal with.
Yeah.
So putting a crosswalk on every block on a very, very busy street can be dangerous.
Okay.
Just like jaywalking.
Okay, the next item I have is I'd like to discuss Anderson Street. Anderson Street, like Main Street, is a business street.
Correct.
Main Street, for its entire length, has no U-turn parking signs along both sides of the street for north and southbound traffic. Anderson Street does not have the same. It has a double solid line running from Linden to Main Street, which should let drivers know that U-turns are not permitted. You can't cross double solid lines. But I suggest, and the committee suggests, that we install no U-turn signs on Anderson Street in both directions.
If traffic is okay with it, we're good with it, right?
I'll look into it, man.
Got to run it through traffic first.
We'd also
It's all
like to
It's all still
suggest,
about enforcement, Marty. You know, it's all about being there at the right time where someone sees it happen.
well, I
We
know
all
our
see it.
police can't be everywhere at
They
the same
can't,
time.
and that's the issue. You know, we have all the signs on Main Street, and I could drive down there most days, and I always see someone make a U-turn to get a parking spot. So it's, they're deterrents, but they're, I don't know, they're not deterrent, right?
Yeah, one of the things that we're doing too, I had a meeting with the police chief about, is we want to try and get some plainclothes officers on Main Street, and now eventually for Anderson, you know, because it's happening, you know, and even though they are doing enforcement, and there are, like today, we had 2 officers assigned to just Main Street, but it's still, it's a problem, you know, the 1 second that they turn away, somebody's going to make a U-turn or double park.
You can't catch everybody, but
Right.
you have to make an effort, and without the
Exactly.
signs there,
Right.
people can say, well, I didn't know, there were no signs posted.
No, I
The other
totally agree
thing-
we should have signs.
The other thing we like to suggest is that since the new building on Anderson Street has been completed, the apartment building, we're going to have many more pedestrians using Anderson Street, particularly to get to the train station. So we would suggest that crosswalks be placed on the west side of the railroad tracks as well as on the east side of the railroad tracks with flashing pedestrian signs so that the future people who are moving into this building will have a safe place to cross to the station.
Okay, so that we'll have to look, you know, like I know I had this discussion with you too. I wish the crosswalk was just paint on a blacktop. But on every, where it gets to the curb, we have to have ADA compatibility. And that all, you know, we have to see if that's available in the budget. I got Jim Mangan, the CFO, sitting right there, looking at me like, how much is that gonna
Don't
cost?
ask him, because you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, so we have to see what's available in the once we get through this budget in March, things are gonna change, it's gonna free up things. But it might take a little time, is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Can you tell me if we expended all of the funds from the grant money that we were given for upgrades for Prospect Avenue that were diverted to the upgrades at Atlantic Street and Prospect?
Do you know, Jim?
I don't know. Jim, do you know offhand?
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
I don't know that exact figure. I don't know.
I mean, the amount was around $425,000.
Yeah, there was some considerable monies left.
I wonder if we have any money left over
Well, if there
that
is,
we
we'll-
could use for flashing pedestrian signs at
I'm sure
Berry
there's money left
Street
over
and
in the
at
project
Golf
and we
Place
can
on
do it
Prospect.
tomorrow.
It depends if you can use it for that
Yeah,
specific
we-
purpose, but yes.
If it could be,
there is,
if it's
yeah.
allowed to be purposed for that, yes, we can do that. But it has to be allowed as part of the grant money we got, so. All right?
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. Happy New Year. Next person from the audience? Seeing
You got
none,
5
motion to
minutes.
close.
Offer.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye? None opposed.
we gotta come back in 5 minutes.
So we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, guys.
Yes.
Yes, oh,
We
Go
did
ahead.
have a closed session where we discussed some ongoing litigation, including the Ulysses Fire Department case and the O'Connor workers' compensation case. And I think those were the two cases we discussed.
okay.
gotta
So
close this
motion to
meeting, too.
close the executive session.
Offer.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to close the council of the whole.
Offer.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed. Okay, so 5-minute break, we'll be back.
5 minutes.
I thought it was somebody who bought it. He was talking to the guy. Both of them? Councilman? Which one is the gray-haired guy?
No, the younger guy.
City attorney.
Okay, where are we? Good evening, everybody. Round 2 of the meetings. This is our council meeting. Madam Clerk?
This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, NJSA 10:4-6 et sec, notice of which was sent to the record in the Star Ledger and was posted on the municipal bulletin board.
Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Here.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Here.
Councilmember Carroll?
Here.
Mayor LaBrus?
Here. Would everybody please rise for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Okay, there are no proclamations or presentations tonight. Before we go forward, I want to, we just lost a very important person from the city of Hackensack, our beloved principal from Nellie K. Parker School. Mrs. Lillian Whitaker passed away on Christmas Eve last week. She's been a longtime educator in the city of Hackensack for as long as I can remember. And she leaves behind a legacy of wonderful children and young teachers that she's mentored through the years. And she's going to be missed by many. And she was always had a smile on her face, always willing to talk, and always had a open ear, and always was about the kids. So with that, could I have a moment of silence, please? So thank you. So Friday night is a service at Mount Olive Baptist Church. I believe it starts at 7 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken.
4 to 7.
4 to 7.
4 to 7 is the wake. Then there's a ceremony after that, and then Saturday is the funeral with services again in the morning at Mount Olive Baptist Church. You can check on Mount Olive's website. I'm sure they have all the information as well. Okay, so with that, I need a motion to approve. Can I do all these at one time? Is there anybody who needs to recuse themselves on these minutes?
Everybody was present for all of them, so.
Okay,
it should
so
be okay.
approval of the minutes for November 12th, the COW Executive Regular Meeting, December 10th, 2024, COW Executive Regular Meeting, and December 23rd, 2024, Special Meeting. I need a motion to approve.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed. Okay, with that, we go to the city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. The city is happy to announce the winners of our annual Gingerbread House contest. First place was Siler J. with 89 votes. And then second place was a tie between Noel G., 72 votes, and Maddox G. with 72 votes. So congratulations to them.
Oh, so there's the pictures up there.
Yes,
Yep, very nice.
awesome.
Now I'm hungry.
Registration is open for the Hackensack Recreation Soccer Winter Indoor Training Program. It will be held on Sunday afternoons from January 26th through March 23rd. More information can be found on the Recreation Department website. For the residents of Kaplan Ave, there was a previous resolution on the docket at the last meeting for an RFP for city traffic engineering, Neglia, to do a study of that area. I'm pleased to announce that those studies have been completed, and we recently discussed in executive session and about speed hump installation on Kaplan Avenue and a review of left turn only, stopping left turns, I should say, on Polyfly Road onto Kaplan Avenue. Now we just have to work on the funding, and I've been speaking to the CFO about this, and we may have some grant monies that may be available to get this project off the ground and going. As the mayor just said, and we had a moment of silence, the city is sad to announce the passing of Nellie K. Parker Elementary School Principal Lillian Whitaker. We ask that you keep her family, friends, students, and community in your prayers at this time. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We'll also be having at the next council meeting, we'll be doing something that night here for Ms. Whitaker as well. Okay, so with that, new business, you ready, Deb?
Yep.
Okay, resolution 1-25.
Okay, this ordinance had been introduced initially at the November 12th meeting, and then, at the December 10th meeting, it was tabled,
Okay,
because it was supposed to be adopted, but it was tabled and to this meeting. And so now we need a motion to remove it from the table, because then we're going to reintroduce it.
okay. So I need a motion to remove from the table resolution 1-25.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed. Now I need a motion to reintroduce resolution 1-25, which is ordinance 50-2024.
Yeah, it's the reintroduction of ordinance number 50-2024, an ordinance amending City of Hackensack redevelopment plan governing the Main Street area in need of rehabilitation.
Okay, need a motion?
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed.
Be it resolved that the above ordinance, being ordinance 50-2024, is reintroduced, is now passed on first reading, and that said ordinance shall be considered for final passage and at a meeting to be held on January 28, 2025, at 8:00 p.m. or soon thereafter, as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and that's time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with a notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Thank you. Resolution 2-25.
This is a resolution for the introduction of ordinance number 1-2025, an ordinance to amend Chapter 107 of the Code of the City of Hackensack Licenses and Permits, establishing Recreation Department fees.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed.
Be it resolved that the above ordinance, being ordinance 1-2025, as introduced, is now passed on first reading, and that said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on January 28, 2025, at 8:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter, as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Thank you. Resolution 3-25.
This is a resolution consenting to reduction of speed limit on Johnson Avenue and requesting prompt implementation of said reduction by Bergen County.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed. Resolution 4-25.
This is a resolution authorizing tax refunds for state board judgments, overpayments, and duplicate payments.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed. Resolution 5-25.
It's a resolution adopting City of Hackensack surplus policy for fiscal year 2025.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed. Neither one is. Resolution 6-25. I'll stop it.
Okay. You start polling.
We're on 5 or 6, sorry.
We're up to 6. Resolution 6-25 is an authorization for the adoption of a cash management plan, including designation of approved depositories.
Okay, roll call, please. Or I need a motion?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 7-25.
This is a resolution authorizing approval of petty cash fund.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 8-25.
This is a resolution authorizing a 2025 temporary budget.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 9-25.
It's a resolution authorizing certain statutory payments of claims and other claims regular in nature.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 10-25.
This is a resolution approving transfers of the 2024 budget appropriations.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 12-25.
It's a resolution approving the intent to utilize the National Co-op contract for the purchase of a 40-yard Whitkey front-loader garbage truck.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 14-25.
No, Resolution 12.
I'm sorry. 12.
You're in a hurry.
Yeah, 12, we just did 11.
Oh, I mixed up my sheets. Resolution 12-25.
It's a resolution authorizing the award of state contract for the purchase of two 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe four-wheel drive special service vehicles for the Hackensack Fire Department.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 13-25.
It's a resolution awarding contract for engineering services to Neglia Engineering for Kaplan Avenue Speed Management Study.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 14-25.
It's a resolution authorizing the award of state contract for the purchase of 50 Airpack X3 SCBA self-contained breathing apparatus units for the Hackensack Fire Department.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 15-25.
It's a resolution authorizing tax appeal attorney to settle the cases on the attached list dated December 18, 2024, that were scheduled for trial or settlement.
Need a motion.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. Resolution 16-25.
It's a resolution authorizing tax appeal attorney to settle the cases on the attached list dated December 12th, 2024, that were scheduled for trial or settlement.
Need a motion.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye. And resolution 17-25.
It's a resolution authorizing payment of bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus?
Aye.
Mayor, there was one, I saw Hackensack.
Oh, there is a Hackensack
There's
in
just
there.
one small item, so if you wish to recuse yourself.
So I'm gonna
it was
recuse
one
myself
exam.
on that.
You know, so I think it was one exam for one employee, so.
Yeah, I looked, I didn't see it, and Ally looked. She didn't see it either, so it's all right, I can recuse, I'll recuse myself on that. All right? Consent agenda. Any conflicts?
Not really.
No conflicts? Go ahead, continue.
Nothing? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The following items are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one motion. Any items requiring expenditure are reported by a certification of availability of funds. Any item requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda, and consent agenda items will be reflected in full in the minutes, including any exceptions and/or additions. Consent agenda consists of Resolution 18-25 through 2525. Resolution 18-25 is a resolution authorizing endorsement of proposed Bergen County Community Development Grants. Resolution 19-25, resolution authorizing the submission of a fiscal year 2024 Bergen County Community Development Block Grant application for Union Street Improvements Project. Resolution 2025 It's a resolution awarding professional service agreement to James F. Pumco for public defender services. Resolution 21-25 is a resolution authorizing release of escrow funds for 359 Main Street. Resolution 22-25 is a resolution authorizing release of escrow funds for 408 Block Clinton Court. Resolution 23-25 is a resolution authorizing release of performance bond and escrow funds for 359 Main Street. Resolution 24-25 is a resolution authorizing person-to-person liquor license transfer for HWK Marketing, Inc. to Shavat Enterprises LLC for license number 022344025005. Resolution 25-25 is a resolution authorizing the participation of the City of Hackensack in the interlocal agreement for mutual aid plan and rapid deployment force within Bergen County.
Okay.
Need a motion.
Need a motion to adopt the consent agenda as it was just read.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg is absent. Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Aye.
Councilmember Pataglia?
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Okay, with that, need a motion to open to the public.
Offer.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed? Okay. Good evening, Marlene.
Good evening, council members.
How
So
are you?
just wanted to make one correction to what was mentioned earlier on Marlene Somerville, resident, proud board trustee of Hackensack Board of Education. Just one comment. Principal Lillian Whitaker passed on New Year's Eve.
New Year's
not
Eve.
Christmas
New Year's
Eve.
New Year's,
So
right.
just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that
My
was good
bad.
for the record.
Sorry.
Okay?
Yep.
No problem. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.
You too.
And Happy
Sorry.
New Year.
Yep. That's right.
And when you said it, I
Yeah.
said it's New Year's, but I didn't want to correct you.
Rich Serbo, Spring Valley Avenue, and I hope you've gone up and down the avenue in your travels around Hackensack. Okay, well, let's just, can I get a list of what cannot be thrown in the toilet? Is that possible to get a sheet of what cannot be thrown in our toilets? I heard it several times over the last 6 months here about not putting anything any foreign substance in the friggin' toilet. So, please, can I get that list? Okay.
I got it right. There you go.
Can I get that, please?
It's yours.
Okay.
I'm going to
Thank
part
you.
with it.
All right. Should
Just
I make a
don't-
copy of it? Can I make
Promise me you're not going to throw that in your toilet.
What is?
Just don't throw that, don't throw this in your toilet.
I'm sorry. Okay. Couple of things. I'm
So,
out.
stop Mr. Servo's time, please. I don't use his time.
A couple of things
Go ahead.
with tax breaks, which we talked about years and years ago, and really never got any answers. And now it just went away, the whole discussion about it. Okay, so are there buildings still going to be built with 25 or 30-year tax breaks? And if they are, would you mind reverting to this 5-year plan, which works? It's a 5-year plan which goes 20, 40, 60, 80, and then boom, it's done. 5 years, that's, you know what I mean? Did you get that?
I understand what you're
You
saying.
understand?
That's not the way it works, but go ahead.
I know, but why can't we use that 5-year plan instead of, allowing this to go on and on and on, and everybody will be gone before they see total taxes paid on some of these buildings. All right, so that's that. And I never got an answer on that. So could you answer it by the time, the next Olympics starts or something, please? Okay?
We can answer it before then.
Can you? Okay, good. Thank you very much. All right, a couple other things. You mentioned Johnson Avenue. I mentioned Johnson Avenue not long ago. Never got any answers up. I never get any answers, okay? That's the way it is. But that tail end of Johnson, which I'm sure you know where it is, it runs past the old restaurant there, and it just looks like a slum. There's a couple of houses that look like they're abandoned. There's a sticker on one of them saying something. That's
So
Hackensack.
You're talking about down by Route 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so-
that's Hackensack because you go over the line
That, yeah, by the laundromat.
Yeah, but that-
from River Edge, you go over into Hackensack, and there's a couple of abandoned
that
lots
that
there.
restaurant, for instance,
What's that?
that restaurant is in River Edge.
Yeah, the restaurant is.
Right.
I said that, and
I
then
think
you.
some of those houses on that little island across the street are as well. I'll double check, but we'll look into it.
Yeah, you go over the line and you're in Hackensack. It's
Right.
around the corner from the old Carl Malone.
No, I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking
Oh, you know what I'm talking
about. I
about?
know exactly what you're
Okay, so what else? What should we talk about, John? Can we just start
They
a
haven't signed
conversation?
Alonzo yet.
Huh?
They have not signed Alonzo yet. I'm wondering what's taking.
I don't know. I don't think they need them. I really don't. I
I
just.
think they could use them.
Yeah, okay. Thank
right.
you
Can
very
I,
much.
Mayor, can I give him a brief answer?
Yes.
Rich, a
Okay,
brief
give
answer.
you a brief
Okay.
answer.
All right, we actually have a couple of buildings that were on the 5-year plan. So we basically have a set of guidelines that we use. And we look at many things. We look at the density, the size of the product, the amount of units they're building, and we make decisions as to the terms and the length. Let me
Okay.
finish. I'll let you answer me if we'll allow him quickly. And that's how we make the decisions on the length of the pilots. But just for your information, I just checked with the CFO who's in the audience before this started, and coming into the next year, we're able to anticipate almost $10 million in revenue, Jim? $10 million in revenue, plus the $4 million from the hospital. So this money goes directly to the bottom line, as I said to you, which reduces our levy,
Right.
which is helping our taxpayers. Otherwise, that $14 million would have to be paid by all of the people in this town that contribute. So we are seeing a nice financial benefit, and we're going to continue to see that as the rest of these projects complete.
Okay, but like I was saying, it just seems to have taken a back seat. It was so talked about years ago, and now we hear nothing about it.
No, that's why I'm
What's-
trying to give you the information.
Okay,
It's
but
$10
we
million
don't-
you're gonna see this year in the budget as anticipated revenue, which is a nice boost for us in the city, that taxpayers do not have to foot that bill.
All right,
And
so
we're
then why?
continuing to see the growth. Every project that's open, we're seeing at least 95% rented. So all of the stories out there that they're not is virtually not true.
Okay, so why were those big, long tax breaks given away? Why? Why?
Because as we've said many times to you,
The projects
they
wouldn't
would
happen.
never have happened.
Would never happen.
Financially, they were impossible, they were an impossibility and probability to have them built. And we would have been receiving of this $10 million, we probably, if we added them all up, what they were paying in taxes wouldn't even equal $1 million. So it was a huge boost to us to be able to have this money coming in and continue to come in for the next however long, 20,
Okay, so
10
they're
years,
going
20
back
years, 30 years.
We're
That
going to
was
go
the
back
plan.
to this 5-year plan? Is that the best?
Based on the circumstance of the project. If it's a small project, it's a 5-year plan. If it's a bigger project, but not too big, it's a 10-year plan. We have some 5, some 10, some 15, some 20s, we have some 30s.
There were some 30s, yeah.
Yes, there are.
Okay.
I'm telling you the absolute truth. But remember, we're
Yeah.
partners with these developments. As they make money, we're getting a percentage of their gross, not their net. We're getting
Okay.
a percentage of their gross. And the new pilots today, we're starting at 12%, not 10%. So
Huh.
we've increased the amount of the pilots that are contributing, and we're scrutinizing and watching our return. Our CFO closely monitors this. They do their audits to the state every year, and we're happy to see this money coming in, as we all should be as taxpayers. Plus, our downtown looks, in my personal opinion, 100% better than it looked 10 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, it's just a lot of big buildings. I really don't see
There's
much
one-
happening.
There's one 14
Look,
story.
the other night
Wait,
I
Rich,
was.
stop, don't say big. There's one 14 story, everybody else is at 6.
Okay. Look, the other night I was in Teaneck. I went to the theater there, the movie theater. Packed, okay? There's 1 million people in that theater. There's people walking on the streets there. The restaurants are full. And I don't know. You know, I don't see that in our town. You know, those 2 theaters that are gone now would have been a good idea to bring back.
I would have
Okay?
absolutely, I agree with you.
Okay, so a couple of movie theaters would really sort of bring back some action, you know?
We happen to really agree on that. I think that would be great.
Well, okay, let's do that. Okay.
Happy New Year, Rich.
All right, yes, Happy New Year.
Next person from the audience, please. Seeing none from the audience, motion to close. Well, before I close, I want to welcome our guests from Clifton. in the House.
Oh, I was
So it's-
wondering who we had
So it's
for
council,
visitors tonight.
both
Welcome.
councilmen or one councilman?
One is a lawyer and one
Okay.
is a congressman.
Oh, an attorney and a councilman. See, you don't go anywhere without a lawyer. You're a smart man.
I'm sorry it was such a quiet night. We didn't have enough time to really entertain you.
So Clifton, we had a brief conversation earlier. Clifton has a very similar, if not the exact same form of government we have. And, oh, it's a card? Oh, okay, I know that name. And so he's been checking us out on YouTube, so now I'm gonna have to return the favor and start watching Clifton council meetings, like we don't have enough to do, right? So, but anyway, welcome to our city, and anything we can do for you guys, or any questions you have, just
Take a
holler.
ride up or down Main Street on your way home. All right, it's
And
now
the way
two
out.
ways, so you can go either way, up or
Yeah.
down Main
You
Street.
can go north or south, whatever you wanna do.
Pilots are good, I'll remind them.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying them in Clifton?
Pilots are good.
Are you utilizing them in Clifton? Are you
Yes.
starting to? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Good,
It's a good,
We've been very blessed with them.
I've been watching the last 5 years.
yes.
Mayor, the CFO in Clifton, Joe Coons and I converse regularly.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
nice,
We've talked about a lot of issues.
Well,
good.
even on your council, if you need support, we've been doing this pilot business for
Yeah.
12 years now,
I
the
will.
mayor and I, and, you know, we've been, a lot of lessons to share, and why not?
The revenue sharing just caught my attention, because I brought it up in the past.
Yeah.
We don't do it, and,
Oh, no, you definitely, the more they raise their rent, you should get more money. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, it's a percentage of their gross, I mean, and they file their audits every year, so you do that, and, you know, once, we started at 10%, and now that we're doing very well, we started slowly increasing it, and so even, and then, a lot of the reason for the pilots is that they need stability for financing, and they need stability for financing for the first 15 years. So on a pilot that's longer than 15 years, if it starts at 10 or 11 or 12, as we've increased it, we keep it stable. But once you hit year 16, we have escalators in as well. So we'll go up to either 15 or 17% as well. So you can do as much as you've got to start low to kind of, you know, get the kindling in to get your development going is what we've seen, correct,
Yeah,
Mayor?
absolutely.
And then once it takes off like it has in our city, then you can start to see, but you have to do a thorough financial analysis because you have to see if the project's workable. And once it is, and I hope I'm answering some of Rich's questions too, then you do the best negotiation you can for your town.
Don't flush that down your toilet.
No, Rich, the key thing she said, the key thing Chris said was the only thing that should go in your toilet bowl is toilet paper. Everything else, NG.
Well, you'd be surprised, Rich, at what our guys, our DPWs
Fine.
drag out of the sewers when they have to clean them. It's unbelievable. How they get shopping carts in the sewers is just beyond belief, but
How many empty water bottles?
a lot of water bottles.
That was what we really discovered.
A lot of water bottles.
Batteries.
Yes.
All right, well, we got
So,
our time to talk,
motion,
so.
oh, wait.
Yeah, motion to close this public
Yeah,
session.
motion to close the public session.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Now,
So no
Deputy.
steps, so I get to go first.
yeah,
Again, everyone on the council was so sorry to hear the passing of Miss Whitaker. You know, what a powerful woman, what a wonderful example to, as a woman, to all of the women in our town and all of our children, as what a wonderful example she set for all, what a wonderful job she's done in the world of education. Such a giver, such so influential on the children of today, and we just need more and more of that, and she will be terribly missed for all that she did for the city and for our children. The mayor mentioned her services. We also, as a council, have intent at our next council meeting, which I think is it Deb, is it the 29th or the 28th?
27.
27th, I was close, that we are going to have a special resolution and a proclamation for her. We invite anyone who wishes to come and share a little bit of her life with us. We'll set some time aside for speakers to come up and share a little bit of thoughts about her. I think that would be the best we can do to really share those memories and remember the wonderful contributor she was to the city of Hackensack. All right, it was late, but it was still a nice tree lighting. We had to postpone it with rain and bad weather, and, you know, it was like The tree was already lit, so we had to shut it down, shut it off to put it back on for the tree lighting. But children came out, and we had the usual hot pretzels and cookies and lots of smiling faces. And we thank Greg Leosi from the Cultural Arts for doing that. And of course, all of our DPW folks who made the park just look beautiful as it always does, and the tree looked phenomenally. So we made the best of it, but sorry it was so late this year. And it rained all day that day, too. Remember, we got lucky that the rain stopped just in time for the tree lighting, so somebody was watching out for us. So that was a good thing. All right, just a couple things I usually talk about, the things that I have that are in my realm. Well, before I do that, also the HCOP. We did the HCOP ceremony. For those of you that were here at the beginning of the meeting, we added 11 new HCOPs. I mean, wonderful that we have folks that are willing to step up and contribute and work in partnership with our police and our community. And it was great seeing them and their families here tonight, and thanks to all of them for what they do. All right, again, a couple of things I think worth mentioning here. There was, actually, we reintroduced an ordinance about the Hackensack redevelopment plan. And the reason we had to reintroduce it is because it needed to go to the planning board before we could introduce it, and somehow that got delayed. So that's the only reason that we had to go back and wait for it to go through the planning board, which it now has. The only change there is one of the things we were seeing in our downtown was some of our existing businesses. So we're talking about buildings that didn't redevelop, okay, that are now looking to bring new businesses into the city of Hackensack. The parking requirements for new businesses for our new developments are fairly rigid. You know, when they're building something new, not only do they have to define parking for their residential component, but they have to for their retail. So that parking requirement kind of is generic up and down the street. So now when you're talking about old buildings, now something that hasn't been modified, that had an existing business in it prior, it's never going to meet that parking requirement because that wasn't a requirement years ago. So we made a modification only for existing buildings, not buildings that have changed, that their parking requirement is that they must keep exactly the parking that they currently have, plus they must have parking for each of their employees. And they can do that by renting spaces in our city parking lots. So, and then they won't be held to the more rigid requirement for the new retail buildings that are coming in. So that was that. And then the second thing we did is people are utilizing our M&M building, and we want them to. They're renting them for some small events. And we have a lot of Hackensack-based nonprofits and Hackensack-based civic organizations, and we want to afford them the same opportunity to have a reduced rate, just like we would if our resident was using it. And we hadn't thought about that when we originally set the fee structure up. So that's the change that's on here today, and I think it's a very worthwhile change to utilize that building properly. All I can say is Happy New Year to everyone. I think the city had a good 2024, and I'm looking forward to an even better 2025, and hope you all enjoy your family and friends. Thank you.
My condolences to the Whitaker family. Lillian Whitaker was not only a good teacher, but a wonderful person. She was the teacher for my two sons. I think Giovanni was in second grade, and Giovanni, and she was the musical teacher too. And congratulations to the new HCAPs. We're going to continue looking to what are we going to do to finish the sport dome. The project manager offered me some answers, and let's see what I'm going to get Vinny tomorrow. Thank you for coming, and Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you. Good night.
My condolences to the Whitaker family, and congratulations to all the HCOPs. I wish the citizens of Hackensack a Happy New Year, and God bless to all. Take care.
Thank you, guys. And Happy New Year, council, Steve, clerks, city manager. Let's have a Happy New Year. So my children also went to Parker School. We had a principal named Thelma Smith back in the day, which we thought was irreplaceable. But Miss Lillian Whitaker proved us wrong. She just took the school to another level. Always doing things going above and beyond for the kids, what most, I would say what most principals don't do. Things she didn't need to do, but she felt she needed to do, and that she definitely took care of a lot of kids who needed things. If a kid needed sneakers, all of a sudden that kid had sneakers. If the kid needed food, she saw that he got fed. So it wasn't just about educating our children. She was about really taking care of our kids. And that's a saint to me. And she's going to be sorely missed in the community. And the service Friday night's going to be tough. But as a community, it's important that we get together and celebrate her life. And it's going to be a rough night, I can tell you that much. I also want to congratulate our H-Cops that were installed tonight. Nice young group, and look forward to seeing them out there doing what they do. So our Christmas season, we had the tree lighting got a little, like Kathy mentioned, got a little put off, but we finally got in like a week before Christmas. But we also had other great things besides the Christmas lighting. We had the Christmas caper, was very successful. A lot of great shows. And also you saw the gingerbread house contest tonight. And downtown, when you drive down Main Street, the way it's decorated, it looks really great at night. So we appreciate that. So I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year to everybody out there, and see you in 2 weeks. All right? Motion to close the meeting. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.